Okay, active level squat. So with the active level squat, you want to incorporate all of the things from the beginner level if you started there, where you are keeping your chest up. You are thinking of keeping your knees soft at the beginning and end of your squat and exhaling through the squat. A lot of people are used to doing air squats where they bring their arms up. I'm not a fan of this at all because when we squat in real life, this is a really unfunctional thing to do and very unsafe for your back. Bringing a weight out in front of you is very problematic in that the load is multiplied manyfold on your spine. So I like squats to be in close. And so for the chair squat, I actually like the hands to be on the hips, so it just opens up the chest wall a little bit more. This is practical when you're starting without weight. When you start to introduce weights, you can bring them up to the chest wall or onto the shoulders. All right, we start with our breath in. As we're exhaling, we're gently tightening the pelvic floor. The first thing I want to think about is my butt going back towards the chair. So I want you to make sure you catch that on the side where you see the butt going back. And that's going to stop my knees from tracking over my feet. Now, the other thing you'll notice is my back stays straight, but it stays straight on a diagonal. All right, breath in. I'm going down, my butt's going back, and my back is straight, but my shoulders are over my knees. I don't want to allow myself to be all the way down here because that takes away the beauty of the squat, which is both a hip and spine exercise. By keeping the spinal muscles active, and you do that by keeping your gaze up and your chest up, you're wanting to look just above the horizon, chest up, and that really activates your back muscles. If you place your hands on your spine and you go back, you're going to feel the muscles on either side of the vertebrae tighten up under your fingers. And that's how the squat starts to strengthen your spine. Obviously, as you're going down, you're feeling the work happening in the hips, in the thighs, hopefully in the butt, and that's where the squat is strengthening the hips. All right, let's integrate all those things together. So one thing I didn't mention at the beginning, and so I want you to think about, is the space between your feet. Wherever your feet are pointing, that's also where your knees are going to end up pointing. So you want to think about stretching that space. Even though nothing's going to visually move, that's going to keep your arches nice and active. So you're thinking of stretching the space between your feet, stretching the space between your knees. So now you'll feel your thighs get nice and active. Your breath is in. And then as you exhale going down, you continue to stretch this space. Good. And that's allowing you to integrate deep hip rotators. At this bottom point is when you push into the floor to come up. That really gets the glutes involved. I'm going to do 3 more at a pace that I think is realistic once you have the form. Breath in and push the floor away from you. Inhale. Exhale, stretching the space between your feet and your knees. Chest up, gaze up, and push the floor away from you as you come up. And one more. And stretching, butt back, thinking tall, and press. So that is the active level squat. It's such a functional move. You're going to use it, once your body gets really comfortable with it. You're going to use it throughout the day. It's how you get up and down from a chair, on and off a toilet, in and out of a car, how you work picking up toys, picking up, items in the garden. It's just a really functional move. So learn it well and make it part of who you are.